if buying more yarn that inspires me is wrong, I don't want to be right. So I could not resist going into Michael's and Joann to see what I could find on clearance. And I am the worst about watching YouTube and seeing all these great finds that people have, and I'm like, oh, I gotta go see if I can find that, and then I do find it, and then I have to bring it home, and I'm supposed to be on a low buy, but the things that I got are things that I have plans for, things that I've had my eye on for a while, and so I like talk myself into it, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna talk myself into it. Get ready. I'm gonna start out with something that I found at Michael's. Okay, so I just did my ranking my favorite value yarns, and Michael's Craft Smart is my favorite brand, and of like value yarn that's not very expensive. You can use to make lots of things, nothing spectacular, just a workhorse yarn that I love. I'll link that video down below in case you missed it. So my Michael's has not had that much selection lately, so I'm like, oh, come on. So of course I went over and I checked the Craft Smart area, and I was so excited to find that they did have a restock. So they have some yarns available, and I found some of the pink that I was looking for, the light pink. I have a little bit left of this, but I just love this color. I love how it feels. I want to use it to make a part of this watermelon bag that I have a vision for, and I'm not fully into it, but I'm getting into amigurumi, and I have a book that has like little cupcakes. I'm like, ugh, how adorable would this pink be for a cupcake? So I was excited to see that they had that in. I'm like, yes, awesome. So I got that pink, and of course they had a sale for buy one get one half, so gotta get another one, you know. So I got a purple because also cute cupcakes. Which is it called? Purple. It's called Amethyst, very aptly named. But I love this yarn, love these together, excited to use them. And of course I grabbed a brown because, again, amigurumi, the little book I'm using is like cafe stuff, so like I want to make a little coffee cup. I don't know if you've heard about Affordably Crafty and Yarn Geek. They're collaborating to do like a coffee crochet crew hashtag theme for May, and I've thought about making a little amigurumi coffee cup and a donut to just join in on some fun with them, just because I think they're cool people and that's a fun little theme for May. So this is called Mocha. So, I mean, how appropriate is that for a coffee theme? So, that was my consideration for that. And so, since, you know, these were buy one, get one half, I had 3, so I had to get another one. And in the buy one, get one half sale, these come down to $3 a skein, $3, because they're $3.99. So that would be $3.99, one was $2, so it'd be $6 for 2. $3, yeah. So it'd be $3 a piece. Sorry, a little quick math. So, you know, $3 for, how many yards is this? 354 yards. I thought it was a pretty good deal. So, that being said, I then found this yarn. Now, I know that Loops and Threads has redesigned their label, or make it a little fancier. I like it, but what I noticed is this isn't the regular Loops and Threads yarn. This was not over with the aisle that has all of the other like Impeccable and all the other fancy yarns from Loops and Threads. This was with the Craft Smart. I almost didn't realize that it was Loops and Threads because it was in the aisle with these guys over in the back, kind of like in the back, you know, section of my yarn aisles, and I'm like, at first, I thought it was just another Craft Smart, but then I realized, like, whoa, that's a Loops and Thread label. Like, is this a new value yarn from Loops and Threads? It's called Soft Classic Acrylic. It was marked $3.99, just like the Craft Smart. It's Now I will say they were marked $3.99, but this has 102 less yards. I noticed that in the store. I like immediately looked at that. This is 354 yards and this is 252, so it has 104 less for the same price. And there's nothing special. Usually like variegated yarns, like it's normal that they would have less yards, but this is just a solid green yarn, so I'm like, why is it 102 yards less for the same price? Is it because of the fancy new label? Got to pay for that fancy label? I'm not sure. But I picked it up because, again, I'm making a watermelon bag. And I thought that would be cute to go with it. This color, does it not say the color? It just says VN 107. That's strange. Oh, here it is. It's right there. This is called Limeade. Cute. There was also an orange there. It's called Safety Orange. And it's actually the one that caught my attention first. But I thought that was really interesting. Like, did I just discover a new yarn in Michaels? Interesting. Let me know down below if you've seen that before and I'm just crazy. Okay. All right. So back to my Michaels haul. I have lots more things to share. I have a hexagon cardi that I have started from yarns that I got at my Hobby Lobby clearance that I hauled back in March, and it's eclectic. It's just kind of fun. I got it because I liked the yarn, not necessarily because the colors coordinate very well, but I was like, this is super inexpensive yarn that I enjoy working with. I'm gonna make something fun with it and it's gonna be fine. So that being said, I ran out of some yarn. Ran out of enough yarn to make that. I didn't have enough. So when I was in Michaels and I saw these, I was like, okay, let's add these chunky yarns to my chunky sweater that I've already started. I got 2 of each color. These were $3. This color is slate. This is the Eco Luxe, made from recycled plastic. 82 yards, 75 meters. But I like the way it feels. I've worked with this yarn before. The nature of it, this is a little more neutral, so it'll kind of coordinate with what I've already got going on. So I have those 2. And then I got, oh yeah, here we go. This is called Orchid Blend. It's like a purpley gray color. It's gray, but it's kind of like marbled with like pinks and purple and kind of like a bluish green color. But these were also $3, so $12 so far on this sweater. And then I got this green color. This is actually Lush Alpaca. So, like, I don't work with, like, animal fibers very often, but for $3, I figured, hey, it'll go well. This is called Light Green. Like, it'll go well with what I've got going on, and so I've got some yarns to add on to that sweater. And then once I run out of those, I figured I would double up a like a value yarn to do like the cuffs and the collar and all that kind of stuff, so I can kind of pick a color to coordinate and tie it all together. So we'll see how it goes. It's really just a sweater for me to wear whenever I feel like wearing it. So if it's ugly, it's ugly. I don't care. I'm making a sweater for myself. Next things I found at Michael's. Look, y'all. This one yarn I found, I was like, surely that's a mistake. That can't be right. Like, really? So, it's this landscape yarn. It is in the color Sand Dune. And you guys won't be able to see this. You won't be able to see that. No, you won't be able to see it. I could barely see it in the store. I'm like, it looks like that sticker says, was $6.99, now 69 cents. That sticker right there looks like it says 69 cents. And so I was like, there's no way. There's no way. Really? So I took it to the register when I was hauling my yarns, checking out. And I was like, can you just scan this one real fast before we get started so I can like see if that's accurate? Because like, there's no way that's right. Scanned it. Sure enough, this skein of yarn was 69 cents. My mind was blown. I was like, man, I wish there was more of that. But there was only the one color. Only the one skein that I found. I didn't even see any other yarn like this in the store at all. Any other landscapes. So I'm like, is this like the very last one in the whole store? Are they like not restocking this? Like, is Lion Brand getting rid of this? Or is it a Michaels thing? Like, they're going the way of Hobby Lobby and they're only going to carry their lines now? Like, what's happening in the yarn universe? Who knows? I don't know. But I got this, and then I had seen other YouTubers. Oh, come on. Sorry, it's kind of a mess, but hey, 69 cents, I'll work it out later. I had seen other YouTubers hauled skein tones on sale. These were $3, and you get a pretty good amount. You get 185 yards. It's 100% acrylic. This is in the color Honey. I've never worked with this before, but again, I'm working with amigurumi, and so I'm like, you know, I do need some skin tone colors to work with those. They didn't have any of the lighter colors left, but my plan for this yarn is actually not so much amigurumi, but to use with this. So I got that honey color. I got truffle. Let's see how many of these I can hold. I got, what is this? What is this? Hazelnut. Hazelnut. Look at those colors. I like them. I'm like channeling my inner Crystal from Bag O' Day, and I'm like, oh, look at the brown. And like, I've never really been like a great fan of brown. Like, brown's okay, but I've never been like, oh, that's so pretty. I love it. You know, but for whatever reason, like, it's summertime. It's spring and summer. I should be into the brights, into the crazy colors, but I'm into neutrals right now. It's crazy. Got a second hazelnut. Mahogany. Get in there. And this last one is another mahogany. So I got enough of these that I want to try to make a sweater, but not another Granny Hexie. I want to try my hand at making a collar down sweater. I don't know. I'm not usually a wearable maker, but I don't know. I just kind of am feeling it. Just feeling it right now. I also thought that this mocha color in Craft Smart would go well with these to do like the collar and the cuffs and kind of bring it all together. So I'm excited to work with those and see what happens, because like, I don't know, I got it because I liked it, and we'll see where it goes. That's part of the joy for me of yarn, is like, I need the yarn to tell me what it wants to be. You know what I mean? Like, what does this yarn want it to be? And it'll tell me eventually, and then I'll make it, and it'll be beautiful and fun. The last skein, I almost forgot this one that I got at Michael's, was also this brown one. I kind of got it because I was inspired by those browns I just showed you, and I was like, you know, maybe this can be coordinated into a sweater as well. Maybe do some color controlling with it. This is called Vanilla Bean, which also would go with the coffee theme, I feel like, with my yarny friends. I mean, I don't know them, but I kind of feel like we're friends. Kim and Ginger, you know. Thumbs up if you're friends with them too. Virtual friends. But I got this to kind of coordinate with those browns and see what I could make with those, and just see what comes out of it. What does this yarn want to be? We'll find out. This was $5. They did have other cakes that were also $5. They had like a lot of cloud cakes, but I just wasn't feeling them. Like, they just weren't speaking to me. So I was like, you know, it's a great deal. I really like them, but I'm just not there. And I'm supposed to be at a low buy. So I'm like, rein it in, bring it back in, Erica, get control. And I walked away. And I was proud of myself. I walked away. So can you believe it? I can hardly believe it, but anyway. Then I went into Joann, and I had seen other YouTubers sharing about planners that they had gotten on clearance, the undated ones that can be used anytime. I don't even mind using ones that are old, like the dates are almost out, because to me, if they're pretty and inspiring, I can either, one, manually change the numbers like I would be doing anyway on an undated one, or I could just use it as just like a notebook, like a journal type thing of just like random list making notes, you know, where you just have a notebook, you just need a piece of paper out of it, and you just rip it out. If it's a good deal, if it's cute, if it'll inspire me to be motivated and get stuff done, then, you know, sometimes it's worth it. But I ended up getting distracted, and I didn't have a lot of time when I was in Joann, so I didn't get to even look at the planners. But it was fine, because what I did find, I was like, yes, okay, I'm excited about this. So I ended up getting these. Now, I have resisted these since they came out. When they came out, the big kit, you know, that had like all of the hook heads, was like $42, $45, something, is in the 40s. And I was like, I have a lot of hooks, and I don't know, is it a gimmick? I don't know. So I didn't want to invest in this kit, in these hooks. But this was on clearance. This was $12.97 for the handle, and this is a G hook and a cutter. So I'm like, just this, I'm still not sure if it's worth $12.97, but I mean, I guess you are getting the handle, but I'm like, and it's one hook. So when you think about it, like, I'll buy a clover hook for $10.99, and that's just one hook, you know. So I'm like, okay. Again, I talked myself into it. But then, as I investigated further, I found this for $9.97, and then I found this for $9.97. So I ended up getting all of the hook heads for a total, wait, let me see, 13, 23, for $33. I got the whole set, and I have 3 cutters in total. So I was like, I feel like that's a good deal. These were both 10, approximately 10. This was 13. So $33 for the whole set. So if they were like $42, I saved at least $10 on the whole set. And so I was excited about that. I haven't broken them out and worked with them yet. A lot of times before I show you guys, I just can't resist. So like take things about, like play with them a little bit before I show you guys. But I've resisted. But I'm excited to kind of see how this works, and to use this in some of my color pulling projects where I might need more than one hook. I played around the idea of having, like, I know you can store an extra hook head in the bottom of this, but I didn't know if it could be like turned around the correct way, so we have like a double-ended hook. So like when I'm working and I need to like have a certain section where it has a different size hook, I can just flip it around and it's ready to go. It's there already. Or, you know, if I just wanted to have just the one hook with my project, well, I have both heads that I need for that particular project, if I'm having to change sizes. So that was kind of my thought process too. I'm like, I'm just gonna do it. Like, I have no self-control. So I did it. There's that. And then the last thing I got is, it's not too exciting, but I bought this yarn from Red Heart. It's Red Heart with Love. It is Lemon Drop. I've used this yarn before. I've used the orange one. I don't remember what it's called. I think it's called Delightful. I don't remember. But I used the orange one when I was practicing color pulling. I'm really trying to like understand how it works, really trying to be able to understand how to teach it to others. So I used that yarn to help me with that. And so I know this one will color pull and it'll be beautiful. But I have 2 other skeins of it that I got from Joann a while ago, like back when I was doing preparing for that series, and I didn't get to it, and that was okay because I know it's there, I know how to use it, and I just think it is so pretty, such beautiful colors. There's a dark gray, light gray, white, and a yellow, and this is called Lemon Drop. I did get some Big Twist Value a long time ago when I bought the original 2 skeins that I want to use as an accent for it. I just think it goes well with it, and it's just called Pale Yellow. So these are going to become an item. Not sure what. Probably blanket. I mean, probably blanket, maybe a bag. I don't know. We'll see. But anyhow, those are all the fun things that I picked up at my little clearance haul, where I am totally disregarding my own goals for 2023. My goal of not spending too much on yarn I don't necessarily need. But, you know, sometimes we fail, and that's okay. Anyway, thanks for joining me, and remember, no matter what time it is, it's always time for yarn.